Today we're looking at a few Jefferson nickels that you may have never knew were actually worth more than their face value of 5 cents. So welcome back to Couch Collectibles. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. As always, let's just hop into this one. Alright, starting off first here with a 1944. Now we will get into more modern dates from the 90s and whatnot, but we're going to start off here with an older coin from 1944. Looks very normal here on the obverse of the coin. But here on the reverse of the coin, you can see those lines and cracks going through there. That is a lamination error taking place on this nickel. Now this nickel is also 35% silver, so if you find one of these Jefferson nickels from 1942 to 1945 with that large mint mark above the building, the Monticello, that means that the coin is 35% silver. So they always have, you know, $1 or so in silver value, so don't spend them as 5 cents. They're always going to be worth more than that. But in this case, this coin sold for $73 because of the mint error, graded by Annex at a VF30. Now next up is a 1945. Again, this is a silver Jefferson nickel. You'll see on the reverse of the coin that large P mint mark. You will see either a P, D, or S mint mark on those coins. And that means that they're 35% silver. So this coin here has a partial collar, which you can see around the rim of the coin. And this nickel sold for $159. It is graded by PCGS as well. Moving right along to one of my favorite nickels of this video. This is a major lamination taking place here on the obverse of the coin. The coin is graded and authenticated by Annex at an AU50. You'll see that on the reverse of the coin as well, and this is also a 35% silver nickel. This coin ended up selling for $89 at auction. Next up is a 1947 Jefferson nickel. Now this is not silver. The only silver nickels are going to be from 1942 to 1945. I have a whole video on that you guys can check out because there are non-silver and silver nickels in the year 1942. So you guys want to know the difference of those. So I kind of covered that in that video, so feel free to check that out. This is a double strike taking place on the 1947 Jefferson nickel, and it's been flipped over in collar. So you will see the reverse design here on the obverse of the coin, and then the obverse design, you'll see the lines of the outline of Jefferson there on the reverse of the coin. So pretty, easy mint error to look for. I can see something like this that isn't really as noticeable being passed up pretty easily. But if you're inspecting your coins closely, you're definitely going to see this. This coin ended up selling for $216 at auction. Moving right along to a 1962 Jefferson nickel that, kind of looks normal, like it's been in circulation, discolored a little bit. And that is because the coin design was actually struck on an Ethiopia 5-cent coin planchet. So this Jefferson nickel design is not supposed to be struck onto a foreign coin planchet, obviously, so that will give the coin a lot of value. The coin is graded by PCGS, and this nickel sold for $1,200. That's right, over a $1,000 coin. Moving right along to a 1975 Jefferson nickel, getting more modern here as we go. This coin has a pretty cool mint error. So as we flip the coin over to the reverse, you'll see that it has a copper fragment into the reverse of the coin. So it's got damage on the obverse of the coin. They're not going to give it a grade because of the damage. But man, look at that mint error. That is a super cool mint error there. This coin's even in this condition without a grade, it's just graded at AU details, still sold for $228 because of, the uniqueness of a copper fragment being, embedded into the reverse of the coin. All right, so let's move on to a 1977 nickel that looks, extremely damaged. Most people wouldn't think much of this, but it was actually, the design was actually struck onto a defective 10-cent blank planchet. So a Roosevelt dime planchet. That's why the whole Jefferson nickel design does not fit onto this planchet. And this coin ended up selling for $252, graded by NGC, just like the last nickel. This next coin, also graded by NGC, has an improperly annealed planchet. It's from 1997. You can see that there on the obverse and the reverse of the coin, pretty obvious. But this coin ended up selling for $41 at auction. So it's not super valuable, not really making any money on that coin, but It's a $41 nickel. Now here is a no dated Jefferson nickel. Looks normal on one side of the coin, but as we flip the coin over, you'll see a mirrored image of the reverse design of the Jefferson nickel, and that's because it has an obverse brockage. So this nickel ended up selling for $264. Moving on to another no dated Jefferson nickel. Again, looks very normal on the reverse, but as we flip the coin over, you'll see that it's been struck through a late stage capped die. The die is what has the design on it. It comes down and strikes the planchet in order to create the coin, puts the design onto the coin. So coins are not printed, coins are struck with the die. So this coin ended up selling for a little over $100, created by Annex. So always check your coins closely. You know, if you inherit coin collections, you go to the bank and coin roll hunt coins from the bank, which I have some nickels, or not nickels, but quarters right here that we're gonna search through on the live stream. And yeah, that's gonna be fun. Hopefully we can find some mint errors or something worth keeping in those. But yeah, inspect your coins very closely and feel free to check out the rest of the videos here on the channel. And don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Feel free to check out those videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.